Hello. My name's Angela Tharp. This is Certified Black Weirdo, where I celebrate weird Black art every week. Okay, this isn't totally necessarily a celebration. It's a reflection, I guess, on the movie Michael, which I went to see. I know there's a lot of discourse, a lot of split feelings on this. I'm just gonna read and maybe do some asides. 500 words I wrote on the movie Michael, and yeah, we'll just talk about it that way. I think. Trying something new. I'm trying to get more writing in general because I've kind of not. I write in the morning fiction, but I haven't been writing nonfiction as much as I used to. So let's go ahead and jump in. So I said I wasn't planning to watch this movie because I still felt a little queasy about the idea of it. I hadn't seen Leaving Neverland, but I had seen Surviving R. Kelly, which scarred me for life. Not to say that they're necessarily exactly the same. And the documentary about Woody Allen. And I think the hearsay was enough for the Michael Jackson story on my end, even though once, when I was a teenager, my mom dragged me and my sisters out to see some kind of rare astrological event. And while we were waiting for it to happen, we all sang Who's Loving You in harmony. And I had been going through a bit of a heartache, I think, and it weirdly healed me singing this song with my sisters, my mom, as if we were all going through the heartache together and would get out of it together too. I associate Michael Jackson most with that moment from my childhood, and then I associate him with all that came after. How were they going to make a movie celebrating him when he might have done one of the most violent things you can do, cut short a child's sense of safety, their sense of trust in the world, putting them on edge too soon, way too soon, and I hold that against him if he did it. But I guess we never found out if he did, not the way we found out about R. Kelly at least, or Woody Allen. Probably the proof is in his movies, maybe, and ultimately, I don't want to be someone who defends potentially violent men, so I wasn't going to see the movie. But then, long story short, I did. It does not address the violence. I heard they tried. I heard they recorded the scenes and then found out that they weren't allowed to because of an agreement made with some of the people involved. And the whole movie, I'm wondering when they're going to address what happened. And they don't ever address it until a tiny note at the end. And if you can hold off waiting to see how it will be addressed, this is a movie about a boy learning how to stand up to his father, and then a man still learning how to stand up to his father. And Coleman Domingo is the father. And this isn't fully like a stereotype situation in the sense that even the abusive father is fully fleshed out. All the other characters are too. And it's a Black movie in that sense, a really good Black movie where everyone is seen from multiple angles and not cast one side or the other. And I liked that about the movie. I did. And the singing actually made me cry, and the dancing was perfect. I don't know what that means for my own sense of morality. I don't know what that means for my morality. Sorry, I said that twice. That I was so caught up in the dancing and the singing. Who's loving you? Yeah, so that's a little bit about the movie Michael. Let me know if you've seen it, what you thought. I don't know. I'm so conflicted because I do think it was a really, really good movie. But then there's all the context and I get the discourse. I think some of it feels like I get the discourse from Black people, I guess. I feel like sometimes white commentary on Black stuff is like when I was in school, I learned about and then sort of built out in my dissertation the idea of white paranoia, which is when you see a Black person as either a threat or a helper. And so if they're an entertainer, they make you feel good. You're getting something from them, then they're good. If they do something that you don't like, not necessarily this is really, if he did that, then that's actually really, really, really bad. But, basically it's white paranoia is this idea that Black people are either here to help you or harm you, and it's one or the other, and they're not just being, they're functioning in a white world as some kind of either threat or helper, but always in relation to whiteness and not just as themselves. And I think something that's really interesting about this movie is it's a movie about being, and it's not quite so black and white, and it's about daddy issues, which a lot of us can relate to. And I don't know, it was what it was. It was a movie that I think was for Black people and about a specific part of Michael Jackson's life. And in that sense, I think it was really well done. But then obviously there's all the discourse. And I think for Black people who criticize it for those things, I think I kind of take that a little bit more seriously, even though obviously white people can critique something seriously too. But I just think, and everybody else, but I think, yeah, I think that there's more nuance if you're approaching Black art as a Black person. And I think that there's been a lot of pushback from everybody about this movie, and I don't think that that's unfair, but I think as like a piece of art, it's very interesting. So there's a little bit about that, and I think I might do I'm trying to write more, so I might just be doing these once a week, and then I'm doing like very silly like 10-minute reviews for shorts, because I love shorts, but I never have time to do that. I don't know, all of the internet stuff, content stuff, it's so fun, but I feel like I never can be consistent about it. So I'm trying, maybe we'll try these little bite-sized things for as long as it makes sense. But yeah, let me know what you think about the movie if you've seen it. And I'll be back soon. Bye.